Hi, how are you today? I'm fine, and I hope you're all fine. I welcome you to another Tuesday teaching. This is Learn with Joes, like you know, and I am your digital educator, so we say digital professor. My name is Josephine. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed the last Tuesday teaching in continuation of atheism and theism, the further clarification of the definition of atheist and theist, atheism and theism, so that we could understand what we be talking about on theistic arguments. Today, I'm zeroing on concepts of God. Concepts of God. That's what I'm going to teach today. It's a very short teaching. Before I go on, let's join Learn with Joes. I welcome you back. Like I said, today's teaching is going to be very, very short. And it's going to be very short because I also have something to do. But I just have to be here this Tuesday to teach on the concept of God. And Tuesday is the last Tuesday of this month of April. I appreciate that. So all the other teachings on theistic arguments, on concept of God, is going to be in May. I thank God for sparing our lives so far. I thank God for all of you who are taking your time to view my videos. And I thank you, whatever kind of comments you're passing or you're sending to me, I appreciate you. I get good comments from most of you, but always go to my description link for any further information you might need. And I said it. You could easily reach out to me when you want to know more. You could easily reach out to me when you want to know more, or when you want me to clarify some things. I'm an old lady. There's nothing to be afraid of you. I just love to interact, to be with you. All of you who are viewing my videos are the ones keeping me young. And I thank God for you. So today, I'm teaching on concept of God. Because it's very short, it's something I can just say. But I always say something. Because of our cultural differences in diction and pronunciation of words, I like to prepare this PowerPoint presentation for people to follow when I teach, so that you can understand me. I know I have followers all over continents. So, and we have different dictions, we have different pronunciation of words, and we understand differently. And I want all of us who can at least understand English to understand that thing I am teaching or I am saying. So hold on for me as I share my PowerPoint presentation with you. Concepts of God. You could see, I want us, before I go on, I want you to look at this graphic on my PowerPoint presentation about the different concepts of God. Look on the left. You see that shadow? You see that person looking up to describe God. Look at my right. You see different symbols. Okay, my own right. I mean, it could be your own left, but my own right. Look at the different symbols of concept of God. So briefly, that's what I want to expatiate on and let you understand. Though there are views about God that vary tremendously in the details, most views about God can be seen as falling into one of a relatively small number of types. The first one I'm discussing is polytheism. Polytheism is the belief that there exists a plurality of personal gods, and this is common among tribal people, and is present in Greek and Nordic mythology logic. The second one is enotism. Some will say henotism, some will say enotism. But wherever you make your E like an I in pronunciation or like a E in pronunciation, either you say enotism or you say enotism, also recognizes a plurality of gods. But the enotist restricts his allegiance to one God, either because he sees that God is some way as superior to the others, or simply because that God is the God of his tribe or people. Now, let's discuss about monotheism, which is even proper, because theism that we use is derived from those who are aligned with monotheism, pantheism, and pantheism. You see, monotheism is often abbreviated as theism. It holds that only one God exists. You first also there is no other God but God. And God is seen as a personal being, supreme in power, knowledge, and moral worth, who created all other existing beings out of nothing. Then pantheism, often associated with some varieties of Hinduism and other Eastern religions, but not uncommon in the West, holds that it is not ultimately proper to think of God as a personal being, or according to some, as a being of any kind. Such concepts are considered limiting for God, who must ultimately be understood as identical to nature or the universe as a whole. Pantheism says that God is not identical to the universe, but must be seen as including the universe. Even though God is not identical to the universe, he must be seen as including the universe. So the universe is in some sense God, but God is more than the universe. These are the significant views about God found in the world's religions. There are, of course, many interesting variations on each of these views, and some of which are significant enough to warrant a name. Let's look at dualism for one. Dualism can be seen as a variation of polytheism. The dualists, holding to a plurality of only two gods who are opposed to each other, usually see one God as exemplary and the other as evil. Deism or theism can be understood as a variation of theism in one of its senses. The theist believes in one God, like the atheist, but believes that this God cannot or does not involve himself in his creation. Absolute monism can be seen as a variation of pantheism or pantheism. Absolute monism. The absolute monist holds that God is an absolute unity, somehow manifested in a less than fully real world of apparent plurality. Now also we have agnosticism, atheism, and naturalism. I think in one of my videos earlier on, I spoke of some naturalists in the United Kingdom recently. Many of them, they were out during the day, naked, riding bicycles or walking naked. Not putting on, when I say somebody's naked, not putting on anything. I say few, maybe very little, put on pants. Some don't even put anything. The male, the female, you can see them the way they are, naked. Walking during the day on the streets of London, in the United Kingdom. So the list of views about God also include those views that reject belief in God. Because God now is the central Either you believe in him or you don't believe in him. You believe in his existence, you don't believe in his existence. God is still there. So those who do not believe or reject believe in God, yeah, when we talk about concepts of God, they are included. Agnosticism holds that the truth about God cannot be or is not known, and that people should therefore suspend any kind of judgment on that question. Atheism goes further and denies the existence of God. Naturalism is a worldwide that entails atheism. The naturalist does not even believe in any supernatural realm, because behind nature, she believes that the natural order of things exists on its own. You talk about Big Bang theory, you talk about evolution of things, and that's why some people can even ever think that human beings evolved, or they are part of evolution from ape or from monkey, maybe orangutan, I don't know. And if we had a human being evolved from such kind of animals, why do we still have such animals around anyway? Every one of them should have turned. I don't know. That's my belief. However, why atheism is a belief held by many anti-religious people, it is also sometimes held by religious people. The Theravada variety of Buddhism appears to be atheistic, and some atheists have attempted to put forward a humanistic religion of man, which would not involve a belief in God of any kind. I'm going to stop here today. Like I said, it's a short teaching. I also have something to do, and I know you also have something to do. But honestly, I thank you once again for joining me this Tuesday. Keep the comments rolling, keep the comments coming. Which one do you subscribe to? Let me know out of all those concepts of God. Definitely, I'm a monotheist because I believe in one God who created all things. So, what do you say, free world? Let me know what you believe in and your choice. Have a very blessed Wednesday. I remain yours, your digital educator. And my name is Josephine. Thank you for joining me today.